So, you want to move to Charleston, but you're overwhelmed by all of the possibilities of where to live. Give me 5 minutes and I'll explain how to identify which of our very unique areas of Charleston would be the very best fit for you. And by the way, if you'd like a copy of my buyer's guide, comment yes below and I'll send it over. And that's what the kids say today. I'm Stella Tootin, and I'm here to tell you a little bit about life in Charleston. When I first moved here around 20 years ago, the internet barely existed, and figuring out where to live, much less what to do, was very hard. It was a lot of trial and error. Now that I've lived here for so many years, I can give you an insider perspective on what it's like to live here, so you don't have to do the trial and error thing yourself. From the various neighborhoods to the schools and the parks and the shopping and the gyms and the things to do with your kids and with your significant other and restaurants. I really love our restaurant scene here. There is something for everybody. Now, let's talk a little bit about how to figure out which area of Charleston is the best area for you. Many times I get clients who say, I just want a house in Charleston. I'm wide open. And that sounds all well and good. But the Charleston area spans 3 counties, and that is a ton of territory and a whole lot of houses. It can be very overwhelming to have so many different homes turn up in your search results, and it just makes the home search harder than it has to be. I remember when I moved here eons ago, I was so overwhelmed by where to live. Every area is so different, and it felt like such a big decision. But the cool thing about Charleston is how diverse each area can be. I like to say that they all have their own personalities and vibes. We have urban and we have suburban. We have coastal and we have rural. You can be in the middle of the nightlife or tucked away in a quiet little neighborhood. More than any of the other places I've ever been, this place has some of everything. So when my clients tell me that they don't know where they want to live, I always start with asking them about their lifestyle. What are you looking for in your day-to-day life? Maybe you want something similar to what you have had in the past, or maybe the reason you're moving here is to shake things up and do life totally differently than you have before. I hear that one a whole lot. So let's start with some really obvious things. When I'm working with families, a lot of times the first things that they will think about are the schools. They'll make decisions about what cities or what neighborhoods even to look in based off of the schools that they'd like their kids to attend. I can give you resources to help you analyze which schools would be the very best fit for you and your family. And commuting. Commuting is another consideration that comes up a lot, and it's one of the obvious ones. And I won't lie to you, just like most other places, the traffic in Charleston isn't what it used to be 20 years ago when I moved here. So, thinking about your commute is really important. How long is too long to sit in traffic? Then we get into some of the less obvious things. Do you want to be in a bustling area, or do you want a little bit more solitude? We have both those options here in Charleston. You can buy a loft over a busy restaurant, or just 20 minutes from downtown, you can buy 10 acres for you and your horses and nobody anywhere around out in the country. Lots of my clients coming from big cities will even tell me things like, I need good parking, or I want to be able to walk to the grocery store. Those are all important things to know when you're starting your home search. Many of the people that move here tell me that they want to be close to the beaches. It's a big draw. Well, in that case, we will want to talk about what close means to you. Is close across the street? Or are you okay with driving about 45 minutes? Maybe you're really outdoorsy and being near the parks or walking trails is your thing. In that case, there are some areas of town that are better suited for you than others. And once you have told me a little bit about all of this, we're going to look at all those fun factors, and then we're going to look at your budget, and we're going to see where those meet. For example, if you tell me that you want to live at least 30 minutes from the beach, and your budget is $350,000, I can immediately eliminate some of the areas of town that don't have homes in that price point, and ones that are just too far out. Just those 2 pieces of knowledge can help me narrow down things tremendously for you. So, if you want to move here and you don't know where to start, figuring out how you want to live your life in Charleston will be a huge help narrowing down where you land once you get here. I hope that was helpful. If you'd like some more insights on what to look for when buying a home in Charleston, comment below, say yes, and I'll send you my buyer's guide. Y'all have a good day.